And it's insane. I can't even. I mean, I know we have 2 hours, but I don't even know if I could get into some of the stuff. I know that Shane from Vice has been on here, and then
Yes.
someone was saying someone
He's
else
on
from
here
Vice
again
had been
tomorrow.
here. Is he really?
Yeah.
Man, I wish I could meet that dude. He's
can.
a cool guy.
You want to meet him? If he could stay till
I
tomorrow,
do.
you can meet him.
All right, we'll have to see about my plane. Bumping it
See if
back
you
or
can
something.
move it back.
Yeah.
He'd be happy to meet you,
Yeah,
man. He's
that'd be
He's the
great.
coolest motherfucker on earth.
Dude, I think he's awesome.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He's super easy to talk to, too. Just really, like, down-to-earth, cool
Yeah, and he
guy.
goes to some of the craziest places.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So,
He's
yeah.
returning back and forth, you know.
Yeah, I wonder what he'd think about me going for a full year. Just I know that he said it was a crazy time going there, and I just would want to pick his brain what part he went to.
Is that
He
what you're
went to
doing now?
Congo.
You're about to go for a year?
For a full year, yeah.
Wow.
I'm going to go for a full year, and I'm partnering with the oldest university in the Congo. And they have been working on this project for 7 years. And we kind of just linked up together to where our visions just are kind of the same. We want to free these people and give them a sustainable ways of life. So one of my best friends now was born and raised in the Congo, was educated, got his doctorates in Australia, but then he came back to the Congo, and he's the dean of the School of Community Development. So he teaches them different ways of agriculture, water wells, all these kinds of things. So he's actually setting them free. That's what we did in September. We saw 60 slaves be set free, put on 30 acres of land, and get a water well. Now it's doubled. Now, since I've been back here, it's been 120 slaves set free, men, women, and children, put on 60 acres of land. And then now, we're wanting to find a way. We think that me going there for a year, and if we were able to fundraise $50,000, so if we could find 1,000 people at $50, 1,000 people at $50, that's 1,000 slaves freedom. And it's a nuts amount of stuff that would do.
How many people are slaves right now there?
Well, the pygmies in the Democratic Republic of Congo, there's a few different, it's hard for them to do a census, you know? I mean, these are hunters and gatherers and nomads and then slaves and then in dangerous areas and then really remote areas. So there's a few different censuses that they've tried to do. The lowest I've seen is 300,000 pygmies. And then another I've seen is 600,000. And pygmy actually literally translated means elbow height. So, I mean, they're smaller than everybody else. It's almost like they're just the worst bullying victims that have ever been.
Wow.
So the average men's height is 4'7".
So are they in any way like? Have you ever seen any of that stuff on the Hobbit people from this island of?
The remains they found?
No, yeah, they found remains of people that lived, tens of thousands of years ago with humans, and they were the real tiny, like almost people-like things.
Right.
It's really interesting when you see like someone like the pygmies, where you have like a whole race of them that are like really tiny like that. It makes you wonder, like, how did that separate strain branch off way back in the day in the evolutionary chain of these people being developed? It's really odd.
Yeah, man. Actually, one of the problems that they have is that they're called half man, half animal by the surrounding tribes, and so that's one reason why I've met people that their families, members of their families, have been victim of cannibalism. And so, yeah, I've sent your guys of cannibalism. They actually, the surrounding tribes believe that if you can consume the flesh of a pygmy, that you can gain superhuman strength. I mean, from taking the genitals off of small boys and putting them under businesses, it'll bring you wealth. From eating their flesh, yeah, the rebels believe that if you eat their flesh, that you can, it makes you, not bulletproof, but what is it whenever a bullet can just fly right through you? So basically, not invisible, but
impervious.
Yeah. So that's what they believe.
They
you can
take children's genitals and they put them under a business?
Yeah, that's what they'll do to them. And they'll think that brings them many blessings. Some of the witch doctors have done that in Uganda, but they do it in Congo. The part of the Congo that I'm going to it borders Rwanda and Uganda. And so I'm right over the border and then in the jungle, kind of Bunia is where Shalom University is. And then 85 kilometers from there, there's a part of the Congo called Commander. They say it differently than that, but then we go from there deep into the jungle. And where that is, there's some different rebel groups that have done just brutal stuff there, and that's some of their beliefs.
Wow.
Yeah,
How
it's
the
pretty crazy.
fuck does one place get so messed up?
What's so crazy, man, is they should be the richest country on
Yeah.
the entire face of this planet. They have every element on the periodic table, every
Yeah.
single one,
Right.
and they have the most fertile soil. They have gold, diamonds, now coltan. With all this taken off, they should really be the richest country there is.
And the
all the
Congo.
corruption and everything just ruins it.
It's so crazy. The corruption is so